I drank champagne with kings and queens.
Politicians praised my name,
but those were someone else's dreams.
It falls to the man I became. For years and years I chased the cheers at the crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight, and let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on, from now on. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let this promise in me start like an anthem in my heart. From now on, from now on, from now on. And we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, from now on, home again. From now on, from now on, home again.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can't shine as bright as you, I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance, I'm right here if you get lonely, give this song another listen, close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me. What you do to me. 1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Our friends would all make fun of us, but we just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this way. Delilah, I will promise you that by the time that we get through, the world will never ever be the same, and you're to blame. Hey there, Delilah, you be good, and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school, and I'll be making history like I do. You'll know it's all because of you. We can do whatever we want to. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to
Good evening. I'm Robert Shadbolt and I'm very pleased to welcome you to an unusual open evening. Usually by now you'd be sitting in the hall listening to some of our fantastic music ensembles, looking at some images of Wood Green School, getting ready to hear from some students before you go off and explore all the subjects on offer. For obvious reasons, we cannot do this year, but instead we've brought a little bit of Wood Green to you. I'm very proud to be head teacher of Wood Green School. I absolutely want to make sure that you, the young people of Witney and in our area, have the very best education. I live locally, so I have a real belief in our town and in Wood Green School. I could literally go on for hours about how great I think our school is, but I think it would be better for you to meet some of the young people who actually learn here. So in a moment, you're going to meet two of our head students, Madeline and Ella. They're in year 13, the final year of school, and they've been at Wood Green for over 6 years. In fact, they started at Wood Green literally the same day when you started at reception. Think how much you've changed in that time, year sixes. Like you, Ella, Madeline and the friends in their year group are thinking about the next stage of their lives. They have to write applications to universities or even go for job interviews. Fortunately, you don't have to have an interview to get into Wood Green. But over the next 5 or 7 years, I want you to grow and flourish so that when you are in their position, you feel confident and you've got plenty to talk about. Also tonight, we've got 2 students from year 8. Toby and Verity have been at Wood Green for just over a year and spent half of that year learning from home. But still, they've made a fantastic start at school, taking advantage already of many of the opportunities on offer. Also, they were in the position you were in not that long ago, so they're real experts in what it's like to move from primary to secondary school. All 4 students have written their own speeches to tell you about the school. So it's my great pleasure to introduce Verity, Toby, Madeline and Ella.
Good evening, I'm Toby and this is Verity, and we're here to talk to you about what this amazing school is like. I'm sure most of you may be a bit nervous to come to a new school. We certainly were when we were in your position 2 years ago. So we thought we would talk about some of the things that you may be worried about.
Hello, my name is Verity and we have just started year 8. Like Toby says, everyone is a bit worried when starting secondary school. Let's start with what I was most worried about, getting lost. When you start secondary school, you get given a planner with a map of the school inside. I also thought it would take me ages to get to know my way around the school without a map, but I was able to navigate my way around within the first week, so getting lost is not such a big worry as it seems.
Another worry could be about homework. Because you're coming to a new school, you may think you'll have pages and pages to do. The school will provide homework that can be fun or essential to your learning, which has a big part in the school.
Your planner is also used to log homework. How much homework do we get? In year 7, you tend to get about 30 minutes every few days, and it's not too hard, and if you're struggling, you can always talk to your teachers. Which brings me to my final worry, are the teachers nice? My answer is yes. All the staff are very friendly and easy to talk to. When you start school, you have a head of year and form tutor who stay with you throughout your time at school.
So overall, that we found out our community always welcomes new students, and it will welcome you too.
When I moved to secondary school, I was also excited to try new opportunities that I might not have had in primary school. There are many subjects at Wood Green School. I love all of them, but some of my favourites are French, German, design technology, art, drama and maths. All the subjects are amazing at Wood Green. Whether they are doing practicals or not, they are always really fun.
I really enjoy French because we learn a lot of new words and quiz each other on our knowledge of the language. The subjects you do in secondary school will be a little bit different to your primary school because there will be new lessons such as drama, computing and a lot more. These lessons will open up many opportunities for you in the future, and there may be lessons you love. You also have different teachers for every subject, so you are taught by someone who loves their subject.
There are also lots of opportunities to do extracurricular activities at Wood Green School, and there are usually a lot to choose from. Extracurricular activities will hopefully return to normal next year, but there are a variety of different activities you can do, like drama, music, art, and many sports. You can also do Homework Club, which takes place in the library for an hour every day after school. Last year, I did quite a lot of sports clubs. My favourites were hockey club, netball, and girls' fitness.
Like Verity, I did sports clubs, including rugby, football, and badminton. Some other people in our year were in music, the junior choir, swing band, and orchestra. Other people performed in our drama production, Twisted Tales, based on Brothers Grimm stories. There is something for everyone.
Reading is something that everybody does at our school. The library is a wonderful place with computers and a wide selection of books and authors, and when you are trying to find a book, our librarians will be happy to help. After you have completed a book, you can do the Accelerated Reader Test. In the test, you are asked a series of questions to see how much you know about the book. This is a good way to motivate people to keep reading. It also tells you how many words you've read. Last year, the highest amount of words read in our school was 7,478,006 words.
School lunches are slightly different at secondary school. When you begin in September, you will start an account, which you put money through on Parent Pay. To pay for your school lunch, you will scan your thumb, which is linked to your account, which is where purchases can be made. It's very high tech. My favourite meals are the paninis and pizza.
Another thing about our school is that we have a lot of awards. For example, in the Accelerated Reader I mentioned, you get an award for reading 1,000,000 words.
In class, if you show good attitudes to learning or good effort, your teacher may award you a house point. You also get house points for showing respect, for doing things to help others, and for doing good things for your well-being. In the school, this is a point system to encourage yourselves to learn to the best of your ability and be the best you can be.
You can earn bronze, silver, and gold house point awards. You get aspiration awards for good work over a term, and this all adds up to your baccalaureate award. Your baccalaureate award can be earned over Key Stage 3. It's made up of different categories which you must complete different tasks to achieve. Some of the tasks are linked to school subjects. To earn them, you must complete the task related to that subject. Getting your baccalaureate shows you have done your best in your learning, helping others and trying new things, and to make a contribution to your community.
So overall, we definitely think that you should come to this amazing school.
We hope it has been helpful hearing about our experiences in Year 7. Good luck with making your choice, but if you come here, you will have a great time.
Good evening, everyone. As a head student here at Wood Green, I'm delighted to be speaking to you all about this amazing school and hopefully encouraging you to begin your secondary school experience here. My name is Madeline and this is Ella, and we are both in Year 13. At sixth form, I take history, French and English literature, and it's really great to hear Toby and Verity expressing an interest in languages, as this is part of what I want to study further in the future. I'm currently in the process of applying to university for a history and French joint honours degree, of which the procedure has been hugely aided by my subject teachers, who are always there to give a helping hand on anything I'm unsure of.
Hello, my name's Ella and I'm currently taking biology, chemistry and maths A-levels and aspire to study medicine at university next year. As Toby mentioned, one of the greatest things about secondary school is that you get to work with subject specialist teachers who are all incredibly supportive, always going the extra mile to help their students. I never thought I would develop a passion for human biology, but my science teachers inspired me to learn about this topic in far more detail and to do exciting experiments. My friends think I'm a bit weird, but I've discovered that I really enjoy dissections.
At Wood Green, there is a huge emphasis placed on crafting yourself into a well-rounded individual. This means that as you move from the school in 5 or 7 years' time, you are truly the best version of yourself that you can be, even if you're not quite sure what you want to do yet. You can be confident that Wood Green will make sure you are fully prepared for whatever you want to do in the future. For us, being a well-rounded individual means that not only do we strive for academic success, achieving GCSE and A-level results that we are proud of, but developing skills in leadership, public speaking, empathy, communication, research, and many, many more.
Recently, while writing personal statements and applications for university, it made me realise what a whirlwind of exciting experiences and opportunities the last 7 years have been. It's nice to look back at how far we've all come. As Verity mentioned, Wood Green has almost endless extracurricular opportunities available at the school. Participating in Duke of Edinburgh, speaking in public at the Model United Nations, mock trial and New Speaks, drama productions, science clubs, maths challenges, and now volunteering at the local hospital as a way to give back to the wider community, there is a huge opportunity to expand your interests and passions beyond the classroom.
For me, some of my fondest memories from school have been involved in various music ensembles and participating in amazing school concerts as well as tours around Europe. I'm so grateful to have been able to pursue my passions. Whatever passion you have, Wood Green is likely to have a way to help you continue it. My one piece of advice I would give to you as you move into your new school is to take every opportunity you're given. As we are now looking beyond Wood Green, applying to university seems like a big step, and to me it definitely did in the lower years of school. In all honesty, these uncertainties were still stuck in my head even last year, but I can safely say that every kind of support you need to get where you want to be is here at Wood Green.
We often talk about our school as a community, with nurturing being one of our key school values. One way we do this is that older students do things to help the younger ones. Specifically for Year 7s, the head students organise a peer mentoring scheme where sixth formers pair up with a younger student to use their experience to help guide you through your school journey. We also play a few games of Dobble along the way.
The older students are always there to support you, both as you transition into Year 7 and move throughout the school.
We will both be leaving Wood Green this year, and it says a lot about the school that we feel both sad to leave this wonderful and supportive community, and also excited and well prepared for whatever lies ahead of us. Thank you.
So thank you, students, and I do want to reassure everyone that they genuinely did write those speeches themselves without any persuasion from me. I've got a very clear picture of what I want a Wood Green student to be, and I think that all 4 of our students tonight show those qualities. There are 4 key things that come to my mind. The first is that I want everyone in our school to get good qualifications. This is very important as they are a gateway to your future. At Wood Green, we have high aspirations, and I want everyone to get those qualifications so you can go on to the next stage of your lives. This year, for example, we did have 4 students going on to Oxbridge and students who get great apprenticeships like Jaguar Land Rover. But that's just some of the many fantastic things that our students do. But school isn't just about those qualifications, as you've heard our students say. There are so many other things that I want you to develop. For example, being able to work with other people, being able to work by yourself, and to be able to communicate. It's things that are so important at school and for the rest of your lives. You've probably noticed that students at Wood Green are pretty good at public speaking. In fact, we do so well that for the last 5 years, Wood Green have been the district public speaking champions. But it's not just a few students who do that. Everybody at Wood Green learns how to speak in public, starting with special lessons right from Year 7. So all of our students develop those really important skills for life. The next thing I want for everyone is to experience more than just the subjects, and that's why we have so many extracurricular activities at Wood Green. You've heard from Toby, Madeline, Ella and Verity just how many things they get involved in, and that's just some of the things on offer. You too, Year 6s, in a very short time could be on stage in one of our drama shows, performing in a concert, taking part in a county championship winning team, using our fitness suite given to us by Nuffield Health, our wellbeing partners. And the final thing that I want for everybody is that all Wood Green students give back to their community. One of our core values is respect. This starts with really high expectations for your behaviour at Wood Green. But we also encourage every student to do community service, helping locally, in school, or raising money for charity, perhaps helping with the environment. Right from Year 7, every student is expected to do at least 25 hours of community service, but some of our amazing sixth formers often do well over 100 hours in a normal year. So Year 6s, think about somebody who has great results, learning skills, who can communicate in public, who give back to their community, who know how to keep themselves healthy, and who has a really wide range of interests. Doesn't that sound like an amazing person? And that's what we don't just offer at Wood Green. We guarantee that everyone has all those experiences built into our curriculum. We call it the Wood Green Baccalaureate, and we'd love you to be part of Wood Green too, so you can benefit from all these things. And so, in another 7 years' time, when you're applying to go on to something amazing, you can have all those benefits too. So I'm now going to hand over to Mr. Roberts, who's our transition coordinator, because I want you to find out how we help you move from primary to secondary school. And he's the expert with all that information. I think our reputation for developing the whole child at Wood Green has meant that for the last 2 years now we have been oversubscribed. And Mr. Roberts will be able to talk about how you apply to Wood Green too. Before I do that, I want to remind parents that later on Thursday evening at 6:45, Mrs. Turton, our Senko, will be talking to parents who want to know a little bit more about the extra support that we can provide. This talk will be on our website, just like all of our presentations, to watch again. So, I'm going to hand over to Mr. Roberts now, but from me, Year 6s, really good luck with your Year 6 at school, and I hope to see many of you in September at Wood Green School.
We hope you've enjoyed hearing about our school.
You can find out more by visiting our website.
Good luck with making your choice, and we hope to see you in September.
I drank champagne with kings and queens.
Politicians praised my name.
But those were someone else's dreams.
Because of the man I became. For years and years I chased the cheers at the crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight, and let this promise in me start. Like an anthem in my heart, from now on, from now on, from now on. And we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home. Home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let this promise in me start. Like an anthem in my heart. will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, home again. From now on, home again.
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes you do. Times Square can shine as bright as you, I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance, I'm right here if you get lonely, give this song another listen, close your eyes. Listen to my voice, it's my disguise. I'm by your side. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. Hey there, Delilah, I know times are getting hard, but believe me, girl, someday I'll pay the bills with this guitar. We'll have it good. We'll have the life we knew we would. My word is good. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me. 1,000 miles seems pretty far, but they've got planes and trains and cars. I'd walk to you if I had no other way. Our friends would all make fun of us, but we'd just laugh along because we know that none of them have felt this way. Delilah, I will promise you that by the time that we get through, the world will never ever be the same, and you're to blame. Hey there, Delilah, you be good and don't you miss me. 2 more years and you'll be done with school, and I'll be making history like I do. You'll know it's all because of you. We can do whatever we want to. Hey there, Delilah, here's to you. This one's for you. Oh, it's what you do to me. 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 What you do to me.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our open evening. Obviously, at the moment, we're having to do this on a virtual basis. So what I aim to do tonight is to give you a good idea of exactly what the process of transition is. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Mr. Roberts. and I am the transition lead for Wood Green School. So it's my responsibility to help your son or daughter to move from primary school up to secondary school. And I'm here to support them and you as parents in that transition process. The job itself lasts for the whole year, and it starts here tonight with this open evening. What I intend to do today is to teach you or to show you about the mechanics of what happens during the process of transition. And then once that transition process has begun, how we will support your children as they go through year 7 and then up obviously into year 8. So let's start with the mechanics. The mechanics have started. You should have received from Oxfordshire County Council at this point in time an application form. That application form allows you to choose 3 schools that you would like your child to go to, and you would put them in a preference order 1, 2, 3. That application form then gets sent off to Oxfordshire County Council. Oxfordshire County Council will then process that. Very, very key here, parents, please, can you ensure that that application form gets to Oxfordshire County Council on or before October the 31st. What the council will do is they will deal with all the applications that have arrived on time first. Once they've allocated all of those out to the secondary schools, they will then deal with anyone else who arrives after that date, and they will deal with them in chronological order. So please, it is really, really important that you get your application in as soon as possible. Now, one of the reasons I say that is that we had 260 applicants last year for 210 places. And of those 210 places that were allocated, they all came from within our catchment. Now, if you're not sure where our catchment is, you will find within this presentation and also on our website a map of the catchment area. So you'll see Witney as a town, and then there is a thick red line that follows around where our catchment area is. So please, it is crucial for you that you get that application form in as soon as possible. Once that application form has gone into Oxfordshire County Council, they will begin the process of organising which children are going to which secondary schools, and then we will receive that information in March. Now, here's the good news, parents: you will actually know before we do. So you will get that information usually about 24 to 48 hours before we do. Once I get that information, that gives me the list of the primary schools that I'm going to visit and the children I'm going to see within those primary schools. So I will then start to contact those primary schools and we'll begin the process of organising visits. Now, one of the key things we look to do is to try to organise those visits after the SAT exams. So we will not interfere in any way with the Year 6 exams that are going on, and we'll make sure those visits happen after that. So I will visit all of the schools that are on my list, whether there's 1 child coming from there or whether there's 37 children coming from there. I will make sure that I visit. Now, Year 6s. This is aimed at you. You need to be on your toes here, because I am coming into those schools and your teachers are going to tell me all about you. So this is what's going to happen. They're going to tell me all your strengths, they're going to tell me all your little weaknesses, and they're going to tell me all about you in all of the subjects they do. They're going to give me a good, thorough background so that I can then begin to put an idea on how to create the tutor groups. As well as talking to your teachers, I'm also going to give you a chance to talk to me. So we're going to have a question and answer session. So we're going to sit down and you're going to ask me all of the questions that you might have about Wood Green School, about moving up, about how I form the tutor groups, and also tell me a little bit about yourself. And this is the key thing within this. The information you give me is going to be as important to me about forming your tutor groups as the information I get from your teachers and also from your parents. You also get a chance to tell me that, sir, this is my best bud and I want to be in the same tutor group as him because I want to stay with him. That's the way I want to be. And then I will listen to that, and that's what happened. Parents, whilst all this is going on, you will have received a letter from us. And I'm really sorry about this, but it's a very thick envelope and it contains a lot of letters that I really need back as soon as possible. The information you're going to give us is going to be sort of like data that we can put onto our systems, medical information, that type of thing. But also, most importantly, from my perspective, there's going to be a green letter in there. And that green sheet gives you as parents the chance to tell me your thoughts about transition, your thoughts about your child's strengths and weaknesses. And then I will make sure that I add that to the information that I use with regards to the creation of the tutor groups. So all of the visits done, all of that information gathered in, I will then sit down with our SEN coordinator, I will sit down with the head of year, and then we will, between the three of us, create the tutor groups. Now, if we go to, let's say, 210 students, we will look to create around 7 tutor groups. So I've got to put all of you children into 7 tutor groups, bearing in mind your ability, bearing in mind your friendship groups, bearing in mind your primary schools, etc. And all of that information goes into creating those tutor groups. I aim to complete that by the last week of June. Reason for that is that gives me and it gives the staff here at Wood Green School a chance to have a look at those tutor groups to make sure that everybody is happy with the way that we've done it. Then I will send that information out to you. And what you will do is you will receive a letter via your primary school, and that letter will tell you the name of the tutor that you are with. It won't give you the full list of who's in that tutor group, but obviously you can have a conversation with everybody else in the school and say, oh, which tutor group are you in, which tutor group? And then you can find out. But all you'll see on your letter is, I am in 7 SR and I am in Witchwood House, and then it will give you some information. Once you've got that, hopefully everything being as normal, we will invite you into Wood Green School for 3 days. And that will happen in July. Usually around about the 4th, 5th and 6th of July, we invite you in and you will have 3 days and you will be Wood Green School students. So you'll have a chance to walk into school, even catch the bus into school like obviously some of the village schools will do. You'll catch the bus in, come in, be with us for the day, have a chance to have meals with us, have a chance to have lessons with us, meet all of your classmates, meet all of your friends and have a good chance to get together. Also have some lessons, meet the teachers that are going to teach you next year. They will also have a chance to see you, have a chance to teach you some things that they're going to look at next year. We'll also run some extracurricular clubs, so those of you that are interested in things like the choir, the drama, or some of the sports clubs, you can come along to those after school in those 3 days. Now, parents, during those 3 days, we will also have a parents' evening. So you will have a chance to come in the evening and you can have a chance to talk to the tutor. And the tutor can have a chance to explain to you how they're going to work as they go through the year, how they're going to best support your son or daughter as they go through the year and working with them. So hopefully by the time you arrive in September 2021, you will have had a good chance to have a good look around the school. You would have had a good chance to talk to teachers, talk to myself as the head of transition, your head of year, and get settled in before you've even arrived. So that as you arrive in September 2021, you can step off the bus, you can step through the front gate, and you can arrive running and ready to be Wood Green School students. So that's the mechanics. What I want to talk about now is how we're going to actually help you and support you within that transition process. Now, some of that I've already begun to talk about. So the creation of the tutor groups. All our tutor groups are mixed ability tutor groups, and you will actually be taught in those tutor groups for the vast majority of the lessons that you will do. The only exceptions to those will be maths, where we will set you by ability, design technology, where we have to think about numbers within the workshop, so we have to reduce the size of the classes, and then foreign languages, because some children will receive extra support when they go to Fresh Start. But other than that, things like history, geography, RE, English, science, the tutor group that I create, the tutor group that you've decided you want to be in, the people that you want to be decided to be with, you're going to be with them for the length of year 7. So you're going to have your friends around you. You're going to have the people that you know around you within that tutor group. So that's the first way in which we're going to look to support you. The second way in which we're going to look to support you is to make sure that we can give you extra visits. So those of you who feel that actually you might need a little extra support, you might want to have a few extra visits on top of what we've done with the 3 days, we can do that. Right, you would come in, we have some TAs here, we call it the nurture group, and those TAs will gladly support you, bring you in at various times of the day so that you can see what it's like to be here at lunchtime at the beginning of the day, what it's like to be here at break time, what's it like to in certain lessons. Also, they'll give you a chance to have a good look around the school. Or they'll give you a chance to see everything that you'll want to do. So we can organise those for you. We also have long conversations with the SENCO, and our SENCO has visited all of the SENCOs within the primary schools, so all of your SEN information has come to us, and that profile has already been created before you even step through the door in September, and those profiles will go to all of the teachers who teach you. Even myself, although I am in my best bib and tucker tonight, I am a PE teacher. This is about the only time most of you guys are going to see me in a suit, because the rest of the time I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, little socks. Even if it's lashing down with rain outside or it's snowing, I'm in my PE kit. Even I will receive an SEN profile for you to help you, to support you in the lessons that you will come to us. Alongside the SEN, we also have some excellent counsellors here. All right, whether it be full-time professional counsellors who will work with you to support you, or whether it's our excellent sixth form students who offer some mentoring support, who will come down and have a chat with you. We also have some students in year 11 and year 10 who do some peer mentoring, and they're willing to give up some of their time at lunchtime, after school, before school, sit down and talk to you guys to help you not only with transition but anything else that's going on, homework. All right, getting yourself organised in the morning, being in school on time, getting yourself around the school, making sure you're knowing the way around. All of that will be in place to support you as you come through. So they are going to help you as you go through. And then probably one of the most key people who's going to take you through Wood Green School is your tutor. Your tutor hopefully will be with you for the 5 years that you are in mainstream education. They will be the key point of contact for you. All right, so myself at the moment, I am a current year 7 tutor group, so I have 7 SR, and actually I am being filmed here at the moment inside my tutor room, so this is where my class come to. So when they have a problem, when they have an issue, they will come and talk to me. I will listen to what they've got to say, and I will help them, and I will support them. And all our tutors will do the same thing, whether they've been here, this is their first post, whether it's their first post, whether they've been here 10 years, or like me, who've been here for 34 years. We know the system, we know how to best support you, and we can help you. And parents, we also, for you, will be that first point of contact. So if you have anything that you want to talk to us about, then by all means email us, give us a phone call, and we will get back to you. One of the things I will say, parents, and this is sometimes quite the hardest thing for parents to go through, is we're not as readily available as a primary school teachers. We have clubs that we run after school, we have activities that we do after school, and obviously we teach all the way through the year, and it's very difficult for us to be on a phone call instantly. But we will promise to get back to you as soon as it is possible for us, whether it's via an email or via a telephone call, then we will get back to you and we will support you. So we become, as tutors, I as a tutor will become very, very important to you as you go through. So if you think about this, alongside that, we have school nurses on site full time. So she will help you. So any of those students who've got medical issues, they will help with them. We have attendance officers who will help you. We've got brilliant TAs who will be in there supporting your children inside the classroom. We have an extensive network of support staff who will be here to help your children with being Wood Green School students, joining our community, all right? And it is their job to help you guys to settle in and be the best that you can be. So I hope you found this talk interesting. I hope it's answered a lot of your questions. There is an email address also on the website, which you can do, which you can by all means email me, s.roberts@wgswhitney.org.uk, and I will get those emails and I will reply. So if you do have any questions about any part of the transition process, either from yourself as children or parents, please let me know. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
I drank champagne with kings and queens.
Politicians praised my name.
But those were someone else's dreams.
Because of the man I became. For years and years I chased their cheers at the crazy speed of always needing more. But when I stop and see you here, I remember who all this was for. And from now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight, and let this promise in me start. Like an anthem in my heart, from now on, from now on, from now on. And we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home. Home again, and we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, these eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, let's wait until tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight. Let this promise in me start. Like an anthem in my heart. From now on. From now on. From now on. And we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. And we will come back home, and we will come back home, home again. From now on, from now on, home again. From now on, from now on, home again.
Hello, I'm Mrs Turton, the Senko here at Wood Green. I oversee the provision for students who are currently on the SEN register. I work very closely with all staff here, gathering information on any student who may need support. By answering the most frequently asked questions from previous open evenings, I hope that the following will give you a clear picture of how students with SEND are supported here at Wood Green. How do teachers know about my child? Every student on the register has a student profile. These are easily accessible through Parent Insight. These are written at transition with the help of the primary school and yourselves, and they are updated throughout the time that the student is here at Wood Green. How do student profiles help? Student profiles give teachers a range of effective teaching strategies and approaches so that students show engagement with their work. They are a working document that is reviewed throughout the year. There is a student and parent voice throughout the document. It also contains outside agency recommendations. How does the SEND review cycle work? Each student has a review lead. The review lead will be myself or Mr Bonsall for those students who have an EHCP or who have high needs in mainstream. The other SEN students either have their head of year or form tutor as their review lead. I'm also available at every single parents' evening where you can ask me specific questions. What will happen is parents and carers and the student will be invited to meetings throughout the year, during which the profile is amended and updated. It is key that students and parents and carers are involved in this cycle, as students themselves have such a unique understanding of their own needs. SEND review leads will encourage students to talk about their strengths and the type of support that they find really useful. How is a student supported at Wood Green? The teacher getting to know the student using the strategies on the profile is all part of effective differentiated teaching. In-class support will be in place for some classes as advised by the EHCP document or by our own observations. We work hard here to not have a one-to-one TA Velcro to a student, as we want to promote independence. At times, it may be necessary to work on specific skills outside the classrooms. These may be, for example, literacy skills, numeracy skills, or social skills. There's also other various groups available, such as nurture groups. Funding is stretched, but we will always do our best to support. More information can be found on the school website under SEND Local Offer. You will also find my email address on the website, and please feel free to email me with any specific questions. Thank you.